If someone made a movie about your life, what would the title be?
If someone made a movie, Unhinged. I just go like this. La, this is my life, and that is yours, and that's it. Do you want me to be up like this, or can I lean back? I just have been dancing for like 7 days straight.
Wow.
Can I go like that? No, I overpacked my schedule this week that my legs actually are falling off and my back needs to rest. So after this, I'm going home and cleaning.
All right. So for the people who don't know, who is Charlotte McKinley?
I would say an artist, dancer, singer, actress, activist, kind, empathetic, fun, bold, crazy, and loves to enjoy life to the maximum.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Charlotte McKinley, and you can find me on Insta at Charstar13 and on TikTok, that's my favorite, XOXO Charlotte 13. Yeah.
So how is everything going?
Right now,
Yeah.
everything's going amazing. I feel very aligned with what I'm doing. Yeah.
Awesome. So it's December, mid-December, 2025. The year is coming to a close. So, is there anything big or small that you accomplished this year that you want to take this moment to just kind of like honor yourself? Like, I feel like sometimes we don't stop and smell the roses per se. Like, is there anything that you did or accomplished that you want to just say, give yourself a pat on the back?
3 things?
It can be 1, 2, or
Okay.
however many that you want to just kind of take this moment to just kind of honor yourself.
Definitely the exterior things like booking Great Gatsby, the tour,
Oh, yes, awesome.
and also the project that we're gonna do together. And also I had a rough year kind of, so making sure that I stay present and confident in myself in the low periods. I'm very proud of myself for that as well, because it was actually a rough year in terms of like my creativity and my jobs. Like it was a very slow year technically for me. And I had a lot of adversity, and the way that I showed up in that, I give myself a pat on the back for continuing, because we always are like, oh, you gotta keep going, but then when it's like looking real rough and you're like, what am I doing, to actually make yourself do that in real time, I give myself a pat on the back for that.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, for the people who don't know, who is Charlotte McKinley?
I would say an artist, dancer, singer, actress, activist, kind, empathetic, fun, bold, crazy, and loves to enjoy life to the maximum.
Awesome. So, all right, take us back to the beginning, your childhood. I grown up in Austin, Texas. And what led you, touch on your childhood and kind of what led you to come to New York City to be an artist?
Yes.
If you may.
So I started dancing when I was 4, and my mom put me in that because she saw an ad and it was really diverse in Austin, Texas. So she just took me there. I don't think I really was like, oh, I want to be a dancer, but I know some of her cousins danced, and they still dance now. Some of them, not professionally, but they are dancers. And she put me in that, and I kept going. And I remember I did a trip in 3rd grade to New York with my best friend and my mom and her mom. And we actually saw Wicked on Broadway. And I literally was like, oh my God, I want to do that. So it was actually, I came to New York and then I was like, oh, I'm doing that. And then freshman year of high school, I literally said to my parents, I was like, I am going to move to New York City when I'm 18 and I'm taking this seriously. So I'm sorry if my grades aren't the best in high school, but I'm focusing on dance. So sorry about that, but I'm letting you know now. And I moved to New York 2 weeks after I turned 18. And yeah, I just enjoyed it when I was in elementary school. And I actually took 2 years off in middle school to do sports. And it was like a hard time not having dance, but I think I kind of was burnt out from the age 4 to what, 13, I
A
guess.
burned out 4-year-old?
I don't know if I was burnt out, but like I was dancing for already 10 years. When you go to middle school, you've been dancing for basically 10
Yeah.
years.
So okay.
So I think I like cried after dance class one day, and I think I just needed a week break, but instead I guess I took 2 years off, and I didn't, particularly love that, because every day I would ask my mom, I'd be like, I just want to go back to dance. I'm so sad without it. But I got to enjoy sports. So because I didn't have dance, I did every single sport there was in middle school. And then in high school, I really took it seriously. And then I moved here, and then I got into acting and singing.
Mhm.
And I just had a very well-rounded, like childhood. I didn't focus too like I didn't sacrifice so much. Like I still got to have my friend time. I still went to prom. I did miss a little bit of fun events, but I had a very good balanced childhood. So I think
Mhm.
that was really fun. And yeah,
Awesome. So
long-winded answer.
so you are a biracial woman, right? So can you talk about the cultural differences and how that affected you like growing up, and did it
Yeah.
have any impact on your life now? How you see things?
Yeah, my roommates actually asked me this question this morning. Because
Ironic.
they're Spanish, but I'm biracial, black and white. My experience actually is very interesting. I think that because my parents didn't really sit down and were like, you are black and white. This is what it means to be a black woman in the world. This is what it means to be like, they didn't give me like
You didn't get to
what
talk.
society puts onto you.
Mhm.
They kind of let me live life and understand it. And growing up, I basically just saw it as one side of the family had different melanated skin. Obviously, there's cultural differences in
Yeah.
Texas, black in Texas. I had a lot of biracial on my black side, and then being, the white culture in Texas. But I think it's more society that puts me in a box or doesn't really know how to define me. But I didn't really experience anything weird. It's more when I'm getting older and I'm like, oh, people treat light skin different, mixed people different, this different.
Mhm.
But I think it actually gave me a very beautiful perspective. Like, I don't really personally don't think that everyone has biases, obviously, but I took a bias test and I think I got neutral for when it comes to race, black and white, which is really interesting.
Mhm.
Where everyone has a bias towards and against that. So I think it gave me a good perspective of like, white people don't just act this way. Black people don't just act this way. Also, the North and the South is very different. Like New York people versus the Texas people, black, white, mixed, like this. But I really enjoy it. And I think it's a very, really cool superpower.
Mhm.
And it's really interesting being black and white in America specifically, especially when during the Black Lives Matter protest, obviously there's like clashing of the races. And I'm like, I'm both. What's happening? So it's a very interesting experience, but I really think it's a superpower.
Yeah, awesome.
Mhm.
So, is there any like career advice that you've gotten that you found interesting?
Yeah, actually, I recently I saw one of my friends in Hamilton, and Leslie.
Your friend is in Hamilton?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends. Like, basically, if there's dancing in a Broadway show, I have a friend in it. It's just really a small world. Yeah, one of my friends is in Hamilton. Multiple of my friends are in Hamilton, but a close friend is in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Shout out Duran. Yeah. So, in Leslie Odom Jr., he was the original Aaron Burr in Hamilton. He went back into it. And so I saw him, and then I went backstage that day, and I was like, you are so, like, he's literally so iconic. My mom loves him. And so I was like, I can't not ask for advice. I was like, what advice would you give to a young creative? I'm not just starting out because I've been doing it for like 9 years. But I am reaching a point where I want to like really shift into this is who I am, especially going into my 30s soon. And he said, lead with the spirit and don't let it just keep
Lead
your
with the
spirit intact, I think, rather than that's what I took it as, like not letting other people's perspective dictate what you're doing. That's what I think. And no, he said tend to your spirit. He said tend to your spirit.
Okay.
Which also means, I think, lead with it, check in with your spirit, grow how you want to grow with your spirit. And so that's what I'm going to try to do. Yeah.
Awesome. So, you were a part of the Nick Dancers.
Yeah, around the corner.
It's awesome.
MSG.
Yeah. So what was your experience like dancing in Madison Square Garden, and like what kind of what was your experience like dancing in Madison Square Garden? Like
Yeah. My experience dancing in MSG for the first time, it's really overwhelming. I got that job
in Madison Square.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I got that with my friend, one of my best friends from college, Margaret. I love you, Margaret. She's in LA somewhere, or Cali. And so both of us were going through the rookie season together. And obviously your first game, nobody prepares you for that amount of people, but we had a preseason game, so it's less people. It was still a lot. And I was like, it's very overwhelming. And the first year on the Knicks, you kind of, for me, I wasn't as present on the court because I was trying to understand my spots in this. So it was just kind of like an outer body experience, my first like year, I would say. But it's really exciting and insane, like that atmosphere. Because it's just, you feel everyone's energy is just looking at you, you know? So it was really amazing and insane that I got to do that. So like, how many games? I guess I did like at least
so you danced
100 games.
Every home. So you pretty much danced at every home game, or was it?
Yeah, and there's 44 per season. You get like maybe a few off because only 16 could perform and they rotated people. But the Knicks are at every single home game.
All right. And also something really cool you did. You also worked with Ariana Grande.
Yes, that's my favorite thing ever, because I love her as an artist. Yeah. So I'm literally about to cry right now. I'm not going to. But
you can cry.
Yeah. No, that was really, really a dream. Like, I still can't believe that happened, really. It was a dream bucket list job that I wrote down a long time ago, and I've loved her since her first single in 2013 or something. Like,
okay, what was she like as a person?
She was literally so kind. There was actually one story that I haven't told very many times that really showed who she was as a person and an artist. Because, you know, as dancers, when we're kind of in there with artists or, you know, putting a show together, and we're not creating it, but we are just going in and doing it. We're kind of just, you just do it. You don't care how it feels. Like, even if it's uncomfy, we're very used to doing things that are uncomfy. We're like, got it. But I remember there was this time, it was just me and 3 other women. for this one song, and my pose was like down on the ground, and she was there and she was like, does that feel authentic to you? Because she wanted it to feel and be safe for me and make me feel comfortable on the stage next to her. And she really genuinely cared. And I just thought I've never been asked that. Literally I've never been asked that. So I was, I short circuited. I was like, and then we figured out a different pose. So I thought that showed who her character was. And she was just like, honestly, after that, I don't put anyone on a pedestal anymore, because she was just a girly that loves what she does. And she was just so chill. She was so chill. I was like, what's happening right now? And then obviously I told her I was a fan, and then she started giving me solo hugs. And I was like, you're so sweet for that.
Yeah.
But she's very kind. You know how people are like nice and they're like, but then they're like not actually kind. She was a very kind.
Like fake?
Yeah, like nice is fake, but kind is like you have boundaries and you're actually a good inside, you know? So I admire her for being that way, especially because she has been through so much as somebody her age that nobody should ever go through ever. And the way that she presents herself and leads with kindness and grace is just so inspiring.
Yeah, I know. It's very inspiring because like people forget that like dancers are storytellers too. You know what I mean? Use your body.
Yeah.
Whatever, to tell a story about whatever the music video you're in or the show that you're in. So that's pretty awesome though. But so you've had in your brief career, you've had like some pretty cool experiences. You've worked with Ariana Grande, Ashanti, T-Pain, A$AP Ferg. So also you perform at the Met Gala. Is there a moment that stands out to you through your experiences that you're most proud of? A moment or two?
Yeah. Well, Ariana, obviously, because that's one of my favorite artists. And also something that I did, Jelly's Last Jam at New York City Center. I was a swing and I actually never got to perform it because there was only like 15 performances. So none of the girls needed me to cover them.
Yeah.
But being in the room with, like, we had Leslie Uggams and Billy Porter and just some phenomenal Tony winners and a lot of, Black excellence. And we learned the show in that 10 days. And I was just in awe every single day. And it was directed by George C. Wolfe, who is iconic. So that really is a standout of one of the best things I've done. And I didn't even get to perform it. I was backstage the whole time and I got to perform it during the rehearsals, but that was really impactful for me. And I was like, after this, I don't want to do anything that doesn't have that experience. Like, I was like, that set my tone for everything I wanted to do moving forward. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Jelly's Last Jam.
Jelly's Last Jam.
Yeah. And it was at Encores at New York City Center, which means they bring back old Broadway shows. And we had some of the original cast there, which is crazy because it came out a long time ago. And hopefully it comes to Broadway. They're thinking about it. So that would be really cool. It was just like very impactful for people. Like, people were like, this is one of the best things I've seen. Like, it was amazing.
That's awesome. So you're a very gifted dancer. What
Thank you.
made you kind of shift into acting? Or was that something you always wanted to do?
Well, I shifted probably like only because I acted in college. We had an acting class, but I feel like I didn't take it as seriously as I should have. I went to AMDA.
AMDA?
Yeah. I didn't focus on that like as deeply as I should have, or as I wanted to, looking back. And now that I'm thinking of it, I was actually reflecting. A dance teacher like a few years ago, and I just DM'd her about it actually. She I was dancing in a class and it was heels and she's from LA. And she said that my dancing was like, she basically said my dancing was like dry chicken. She said unseasoned dry chicken. She's like, it's like you put it in the microwave, but you got to have more than just the dry chicken. You got to add the seasoning. Basically, she said I was unseasoned and like, but unseasoned in the way like where I wasn't like, she was telling me these things about the storytelling, but it wasn't coming across. And so after that, I actually enrolled in acting to help with my dancing because I actually was trying to think about like, why did I get so obsessed with acting over these 3 years? And I think it was because of that dance class. And then I just fell in love with it. And I also have been working on, the past like 6 years from a mentorship that I did, getting rid of walls that I had up emotionally, because I've always been a sensitive girly, but I never really expressed that. And then I fell in love with it and it felt very therapeutic. I realized I'm dramatic and I just love it so much. I loved movies always since I was young. Like I'm a rewatcher of things that I've seen so many times just because I love feeling sad or feeling this way. So I think it was because of that one teacher. But now I'm obsessed. So
that one teacher caused you to...
Yeah, and I didn't realize that until a few weeks ago, actually. I was like, what made me like really dive deep? And I think it was because of that.
So speaking of acting, you're actually acting in a film that I wrote and is directing. You were casted in recently. So can you talk about your role? Briefly talk about your role.
Yes.
In Love and Bones.
Yes. So Jules Youngblood is the sister of a hitman. She is a badass woman character, and I think she is misunderstood. That's what I would say. Like it's almost like in Wicked, how Elphaba is seen as the wicked witch, but Jules is really just trying to put food on her table and take care of herself and take care of the people around her. So it really is cool to have perspective of those evil characters and why someone is the way that they are.
Right. So I think that, to me, I always felt, as a writer, I always felt like what makes evil characters more interesting is that they don't see themselves as evil per se. You know what I mean?
They don't.
They have their own story. Like everybody has their own story. So when you see like a character that is, you would say is quote unquote evil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have their own story. They have their own backstory to why they do what they do, which makes the audience more interested. Take someone like Joker. Like everybody loves the Joker.
Well,
right?
Harley Quinn is my favorite, one of my muses. Literally. I love Harley Quinn. Oh my God, I love Birds of Prey. That's the only one of that franchise I've seen.
Yeah.
I'm not even seen the earlier ones. Like, what is it? Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Haven't seen it. Only seen Birds of Prey because the girls kill all the guys in the end.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you take someone like Joker, and they made the whole Joker movie, and you saw his backstory and like his childhood and stuff like that, and it's like, oh, like it makes you more sympathetic to the villain, right?
Doesn't mean that the actions are okay.
Yeah.
But it makes you understand, like, humans have that in them. All of us have the Elphaba and Glinda within us.
Exactly.
Everyone's nuanced. It's like, what wolf do you feed? You know that quote.
What wolf do you? Yeah, exactly. But sometimes, acting can look fun and glamorous. But can you talk about something that maybe a struggle or that you've gone through as an actor, that you recently experienced, or in your journey as an actor that you find, challenging? Like talk about some of the challenges that you face.
Yeah.
It's in New York City. I know there's a lot of different things that you go through on a daily basis, on the day-to-day grind. So can you talk about, the grind?
Yeah.
Becoming an actor.
Well, for me, it's more in the class setting I take at the Freeman Studio. Shout out, hey. And in class, it's difficult for me.
Right.
Because I think the shift into really understanding what it means to act truthfully means you can't approach it the same way as being a dancer, because when we're dancers, especially when we're on a job, we have to do this. We learn it, boom, boom, boom. But in acting, you can't be like, this is the scene. I'm going to hit this beat. This is what the audience is going to feel. You have to actually just let go and experience it rather than have it be so in your head about, you know what I mean? Like, you can't fake listen. So that is something that I've been trying to, in real life, also like listen more. So definitely that, it's just really difficult. Like, it's kind of harder, not harder than dancing's so hard on your body, but it's just like so different. But also I use dance and mesh it with acting, and it helps me with like body, movement. So yeah, I would say to deconstruct how I approach dance, and you can't put it the same way you do acting. That was a bad way of explaining it.
So how do you when you're acting, how do you compartmentalize your dancing from your acting? How do you separate the two? Let's say you're on set and you're acting. How do you like compartmentalize the things you learn as a dancer now that you're acting?
I don't know.
Or do you mesh them together? Does it work for you? Maybe it works.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I don't think I'm good at compartmentalizing certain things. I'm not sure. Maybe it's still a journey of discovering that.
That's a beautiful way of saying it. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I don't really know the answer to that yet. I think it's really just unpacking every single day and trying to do your best. But also that means maybe you're not feeling it that day, and that is your best that day. So maybe just surrendering more. So I don't think there's an answer to that really yet.
Yeah, you're still learning, you're still growing. You're very young, so there's a lot to learn. So is there someone in your life currently, or that left your life? I don't know. Things happen, so that motivates you to keep continuing, because it's hard being an artist, right? So is there someone in your life now, or someone that was in your life that motivates you to keep pushing forward?
No, there's not a person. I would say it's probably my younger self, but I'm my biggest motivator for sure. And also surrounding myself with people that are doing the same thing that I'm doing. So like my best friend's in Aladdin down the street, like she's a beast at everything she does. Shout out Britt. Shout out Rennie. My best friend Rennie too. He's in the Outsiders. Like my friends doing Jessica. Just all of them. My roommates, like
all your people.
I surround myself with people that are constantly in the arts, love what they do. It's also, you can't be motivated all the time. Like this industry is like a relationship. Like there's going to be ups and downs. Obviously that's cliche. But I wouldn't say there's like somebody else out there. I just surround myself and I see my goals, my vision board.
Oh, interesting. I feel like every time I ask that question, it's always, my mom, my dad.
Well, but they don't really like, you mean like, what do I do it for? Like, who do I do it for?
Yeah. What is your why? Is there someone that motivates you?
Not a person. I just want to give to the world. Like, I just think everyone's gifted in their own thing. No, but I love, shout out mom and dad and granny.
Oh, shout out your mom.
Shout out mom, dad, granny.
You can't let this moment go by
I
without
love y'all. No, I wouldn't be here without y'all.
Your mom was like.
Yeah. But like, it's not like I like also they wouldn't care whatever I do.
Yeah.
They don't like, they care what I do, obviously, but it's like, it doesn't matter what I do. They will always support me with, but that's not like I'm doing this for I feel like that's kind of terrible. If you're doing it for somebody else, like imagine all of those lawyers that are not really lawyers, but they feel like they have to be a lawyer because their parents want them to. Like, I don't want to do that. I'm doing that for myself, but also like, I feel like my energy can give to others in the world in a positive way. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would say my mom motivates me, but not in the sense that she wants me to be a director. It's just that everything I do is to kind of make her proud. You know what I mean?
Oh,
not necessarily, because even if it doesn't matter like what movie if it's terrible, she's gonna always be there. But at the same time, you always want to make your family proud. You know what I mean? I would say my mom is my motivation. So
of course. I just know that it doesn't matter what the heck. The thing is my parents are like, they're literally like so chill. Like I booked something. I remember one time that was huge. And then my mom was like, she texted, cool.
Well,
but then the small things, she's like, like, yeah. So it's not like, and my mom, I don't know. My mom's just like, you got it, bro. Like, whatever. So it's like, but yeah. I mean, I obviously want to make them proud. I feel like I've disappointed myself, but I've never disappointed them. Because as long as I'm being a good person, they don't really care.
So what do they think about you being an artist? When you told them you want to be a dancer, were they like, cool? Awesome.
They don't care at all. My dad is a natural artist, I've discovered.
He's an artist?
Yeah, he does like, what do dads do? I don't know what his job is. He does like, I can't pronounce it. He does communications, techie thing stuff. He used to work at Texas Department of Transportation. Now he works with computers. He's very good at computers and he's very smart. But he has like 8 guitars, drums. Like every time I'm at his house, he takes me out to live music because Austin, Texas is the live music capital of the world. He's just such an artist, really, and a lover of art. And I remember the past few years, I'm like, where do I get this art from? I'm like, my dad, he's such an artist, and it's really beautiful, but he didn't, I guess, pursue it. He wanted something more stable per se. So I think I get that from him, that artist itch, but he loves art. He goes and sees art museums, art, everything. So I definitely get that from him. What was the question?
I don't know. I forgot the question.
I forgot the question.
What motivates you? And you said your dad.
Oh yeah, and then so. Oh, you asked like, what do my parents think of?
Oh yeah, what do your parents think of?
Yeah. But then when I told, like, I've just been doing it for so long. I also wanted to be like audition for American Idol when I was younger. Like, I wanted to be a Disney Channel star, literally, when I was younger. So I've always wanted that. Like, I wish my parents moved me out to LA and I was auditioning when I was like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I've always just really liked it. But they just didn't, they just were like, okay. Like I had nobody say, dancers can't make a living, like you can't do this, like that's not realistic. I had 0 people tell me that, literally. They just were like, okay. They didn't even go, well, as long as you blah, blah, blah. No, they just were like, when I tell you, they're just so chill. Like, I'm really thankful for them and my granny. And my grandma's brother is also a pianist, professional piano player, and plays for like the church and plays on people's albums. I don't know whose album. And then one of my relatives was Beyonce's stylist also. So I guess I have some arts in there, but I'm probably like one of the artsiest.
You're the artsy?
I have a lot of family members on my dad's side. Like, there's over hundreds. Like, there's too many.
Yeah, I'm like the only artist in my family. So growing up, that's when yeah, pretty much. So I'm from a very small town, so it's not like
Bama? or something?
Georgia.
Georgia, yeah.
So it's not like I come from a very small town in Georgia. So there's like when you tell people that you want to be an actor, it's like, well, that's not even in anybody's consciousness. So my mom was the only one that was like, yeah, that's good. You can do it. So if she had said no, I probably wouldn't even be here because my mom is the only person that gave me the go ahead, right? Because like I'm a director, right? I'm the first director I've ever met. I never met any director before I started doing this, so it was very difficult because I couldn't go to anybody and be like, "Hey, how'd you get into? How'd you do that?" But so I just had to figure out everything on my own. So everything is like a trial and error. So with my mom being like, "Yeah, I'm proud of you. Just go ahead and do it," or whatever. It was like, "Oh yeah, she said I can do it." You know what I mean? So
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's so cool.
So is there anything in your life that acting has helped you overcome? Like anything you struggle with that acting has helped you overcome?
I think it actually helped me fall back in love with like dance. It's not like I didn't. I think I just was burnt out like in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like when I was on the Knicks, it was I was doing the Knicks and also auditioning for all of these things. And when it's your job, it's kind of hard to see it as like your joy. Sometimes it can suck the life out of you. And pursuing it all the time, and you're like, what am I doing? What's the point?
Yeah.
So I think acting helped me fall in love with dancing again and help me understand why I'm doing the things that I'm doing in life. So I think it actually helped me have perspective of other people, even though I'm very naturally empathetic. I'm very like a feeler, like not even just empath. I'm an empath. That's what it is. Like I feel people's energies. Like I can tell when someone's sad, blah, blah, blah. So I think it helped me in life as a therapeutic tool, and helped me fall back in love with dancing.
Yeah. So this yeah, man. I mean, being an artist is very difficult. This year, personally, I went through like a very tough time with being an artist because there's so many ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big reader, right? So one of the books that changed my life was you ever heard of One Must Imagine Sisyphus Happy? It's a book.
No.
Pretty much is basically like Sisyphus was it's a book based Sisyphus must imagine try to imagine Sisyphus happy. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. And pretty much it's about this Greek king who was cursed to push a boulder up a hill. So for eternity he was pushing a huge boulder up a hill.
I've seen the picture.
Yeah,
right?
so the story behind that is pretty much he was cursed to push a boulder up a hill and
for eternity.
And the book was basically, it said that if you can, the key to life is imagining Sisyphus happy, right? Because all he does is push a boulder up a hill, which equates to everyday life, right? Your boulder may be being an artist, somebody else's boulder may be their marriage, whatever. So basically, whatever, everybody has their own boulder to push up a hill, struggle, conflict.
Yeah.
It's life. So pretty much it basically teaches us that like the destination is not the goal. It's about like what you become in pursuit of the destination, right?
Like Miley says, life's a climb, but the view is great.
The view is great, right? So, and like while Sisyphus keeps pushing the boulder up the hill, eventually it's going to roll back down, right? So if you can imagine him being happy while he does it over and over again, instead of being gloomy, like, oh, I'll never be happy, I'll never reach the top.
Life's what you make it, so let's make it rock.
I read this book that really changed.
Miley.
I read this book called One Must Imagine Sisyphus Happy, and every time I get in a difficult situation, like being an artist, like sometimes you don't get the gig you wanted. You have to work a side job, do this and that in order to survive. I think like one must imagine Sisyphus happy, right? So on that struggle, so the struggle is not. I mean, the goal is who you become on the destination to that that journey, whatever. So that's kind of something that helped me as being an artist. reading that book and imagining like sis was happy, doing it over and over again, right? Finding joy in the struggle, pretty much. So
I love that.
That's something that really helped me.
A perspective shift is. I love a perspective shift. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Because sometimes you just you look for purpose and the universe doesn't give you like a definite. You're supposed to do that, right?
No, so you have to find. Yeah, you have to make it. Yeah. Also, you find what you're looking for, too. There's always something negative to find.
Yeah.
But there's also there's always some good in it too.
Right. Are you a spiritual person? Like,
I'm very spiritual, I would say.
How's your spirituality helped you?
How has my spirituality helped me? That's a tough question. I actually started doing the Artist Way. Have you heard of that?
The Artist Way?
Yeah. Doechii actually did it 7 years ago before she became famous during the pandemic. She, and I actually had the book pre-pandemic. It's like a 12-week series of you discovering and kind of going through this artist journey. And you journal every single day, basically, like 3 pages to get out of your consciousness. And there's tasks that you
journal 3 pages every day?
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be anything. It's just writing down everything that's in your consciousness. And it's supposed to unblock you. And it's kind of for people in that creative block. I'm on week 8, but I've been on week 8 for 4 weeks. So I must continue. And it actually spoke about synchronicities. And I've since I was young have always seen synchronicities, and I believe deja vu and synchronicity means that you're on the right path. I also see angel numbers every single day, like 444. I see.
That's your number?
I don't have a number. I don't have one. I know a lot of people, and a lot of people I surround myself with have the necklace that literally says 444. Yeah. Like so many. I'm like, why do you have a 444?
Jay-Z or Beyonce has this thing.
Yeah.
444.
I don't know. Yeah. I see 444, 333, 111. I see all of them every day. A lot. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah. And I also am clairvoyant. Sorry, it's woo-woo. Do you know what clairvoyance is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not I'm under the umbrella of clairvoyant, clairsenescence, clairsentient? No, not clairsentient. The one where you have a deep sense of knowing and you just know something's going to happen. Yeah, I've had that since I was really young. So I think I'm just tapped in, really. But I'm not religious. I'm very spiritual rather than religious, but I think it's all one and the same to me.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't follow.
I think religion has there's a lot more rules with religion than spirit.
Yeah, but it's all the same thing.
I think it's the same.
Yeah, it's like be a good person, like make sure, like it's literally the things we were taught when we were 5. Treat others how you want to be treated. Don't steal. Don't lie. Be good. Like, but I think humans are innately that. I think.
Yeah.
You just have to listen to that. Yeah, but definitely more spiritual than religious. I had a religious moment back in like the pandemic. I had like Bible study, and then I started going deeper in, and I was like, there's a lot of contradictions in this right now. And then I started going deeper, and I was like, what do you mean the Bible was mistranslated? Huh. And then I was like, I'm going to just I don't want to follow one thing. But then it's like, this is my life and this is someone else's life. And as long as your religion is respecting people and human beings, then it's fine. But if it's disrespecting and causing harm, I don't think you're following. I don't think that's right. You know?
Yeah. It's so at this stage in your journey, what do you think life is teaching you?
I think life is teaching me to trust myself. Life is teaching me to step into my power. I've always had this energy of like, boom, bam. But like, it's really like true confidence that I really have that I'm stepping into. Yeah, I think that true confidence, not like yeah, I obviously have an alter ego that when I'm feeling that, not even imposter syndrome, just like, levels of insecurity. Everyone has insecurities, but sometimes you have to turn that off to get the job done. You know what I mean? Especially in the entertainment industry. So I think true confidence, trusting, leaping out on faith, even though you don't know what's next. And yeah, but I just feel really at ease.
You feel at ease?
I feel at ease, yeah. And very like confident and really happy and aligned right now. Yeah.
Yeah. As I get older, I've become more at ease, like you say, because I don't know, for some reason when you're younger, you think, oh, I might miss that opportunity, but as you get older, you realize that whatever's meant for you will catch you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever is meant for you won't miss you. Whatever misses you wasn't
meant for you.
Is it meant for you?
Yeah, I actually do have a cool story. Like, I was like, basically, if I were to have booked something that I really, really wanted, I would not have been able to do Ariana Grande.
Oh.
Yeah.
See?
So I'm thankful I didn't get what I thought I wanted, because that was something that I was meant to do.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah. In a way, I think that life is teaching me that, because when we were younger, we always have this perception that life is just gonna just gonna do this one thing and then blow up and then
literally.
Yeah, but then
why am I not on Disney Channel yet? What's happening?
Right. But you realize that life is not this upward trajectory all the time. It's just up and down, up and down, up and down, and over here and you're over there. But eventually you'll wind up kind of where you're meant to be. So understanding that's how life is. It's not like you're just gonna wake up one day and everything is just gonna work out. You're gonna wind up somewhere. So understanding that and trusting the process is where I think I am. Like this year, I think I had a kind of a clash with the universe, like demanding, like, oh, I need this to happen now. Like this was I was supposed to be here by this age, and I was supposed to be doing this like these people. You know what I mean? But now it's like, oh, everybody has their own.
Yeah, comparison is the thief of joy, and that's very real.
That's just such a human. It's easy to say, oh, just don't compare yourself, but like there's such a human. Just a part of our human nature to compare.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Like, excuse me, I look like Zendaya. I don't look like Zendaya, but like Zendaya's my age and we're both mixed. I'm like, oh my God, she's won 2 like Emmys or Emmy, Oscar? I don't know.
Yeah,
like, but come on, it's Zendaya. Like, relax.
Had this thing where you see somebody that's successful and you're like, oh, I want to be like that guy when I get older. And you find out he's like 10 years younger than you or something like that. You're like, oh man.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like that kind of thing. But it's natural. And then just learning how to enjoy the moments in your life. You know what I mean? Just trust the process. That's cliche, but pretty much enjoy the struggle and becoming better. And it, like with me becoming a writer, it's like the times where like I had to work odd jobs or do work these gigs and stuff like that. I realized looking back, it made me become a better writer because I met so many people and I used those people, those experiences in my writing and, the personalities I came across, and it helped me become a better writer on the way, instead of being all sad. I was like, you know what? I met this guy who's kind of funny. Like I use some of those people in my scripts or the things that I write or my book or whatever. So it's about just trusting the process.
Yeah.
What I'm learning myself.
That's cool.
What is something that you think that people don't know about you?
I don't think there's really anything because I'm working on not oversharing.
Oh,
so I think everyone knows everything about me. Literally. Like, what would be an example? Like a type of food I don't like? Or something?
I don't know.
I don't think there's really, because there's people on the podcast that don't know who I am. There's a lot that they don't know about me. But in terms of like the general public and people, like I'm just really one of those people like you. And again, I'm working on this. I'm reading a book about boundaries and stuff, like, and about attachment styles. Like, I do not need to share everything about myself the first time I meet somebody, but definitely everyone knows everything about me. I share my life online on TikTok. You definitely know exactly where I'm at in life, what I love, what I don't like, my politics, what I love, what I don't like. You literally I'm just out there. I'm one of those. I'm not really a reserved person, I would say.
Okay. So nothing at all.
Maybe that I love the WNBA. You would know that.
Yeah, of course.
Y'all know that because I say it. Like, yeah, there's not really anything.
Okay. Over the years, is there anything that you think you've had to sacrifice in order to become an artist, or you had to sacrifice to get where you think you should be?
Definitely sacrifice not having money.
Yeah.
So my sanity, for sure. But again, everything, it doesn't matter what you do. There's a sacrifice on everything, no matter who the heck you are, on whatever job you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're a janitor, a babysitter, a real estate agent. If you're literally Ariana Grande, she's sacrificing not being with her family for a whole year to go shoot Wicked. Like, doesn't really matter. So definitely, I guess when I was younger, like, I didn't really have as many friend hangouts, but then again, I did. Like, sacrifice sleep sometimes to get what you need done. I have sacrificed my mental health before the pandemic. I would burn out myself for like the sake of like, I'm not going to take a day off. Instead, I'm going to go do a voice lesson, go do this. But I wasn't really getting the full experience of it. If you're tired, right? Are you really getting anything out of it if you're not showing up fully?
Yeah.
So I definitely sacrifice rest a lot, actually.
Sleep. Yeah.
Not sleep, actually. I really do get sleep, but it's more rest. Like, I will do definitely this week. I haven't taken a day off in like maybe 15 days or something since I went home. I don't know how long ago that was.
I know, man.
So I filled up my schedule because I was like, this is my last week of freedom, because I start rehearsals the day after Christmas. So I was like, I'm going to fill up my entire days. And now I woke up exhausted, and then I still went out with my roommates. Like, you know what I mean? And I want to make sure I'm okay. So I'll be okay in 2 days with my mom.
Oh, no, man. I'm so happy we got the chance to connect, because like every time I talk to you, like, I gotta go, I'm doing this, I gotta rehearse, I'm doing this, I gotta audition. Yeah, I'm busy. Yeah, I had to do this thing. Yes.
I feel it. No, I intentionally feel it. I just want to squeeze as much of life as I can out of it. Yeah.
So that's awesome. How do you how do I say it? How do you define success, and how has that definition changed over the years?
Definitely before the pandemic. I use pandemic a lot because I think every single person changed during that time, because it was unprecedented. We've heard of that. Unprecedented times. I'm tired of unprecedented. Can we have a precedented time, please? We haven't had it since 2016. Let's see. Pandemic. What was the question?
The question was.
What was the question? So how do I define success? Got it.
How do you define success, and how has that definition changed over the years as you got older? Because people change. One moment you're like, this is success, and now it's like, you know what? Maybe that is success.
Definitely, it's still changing and I don't have the answer. But right now, I would say before, I would definitely, because I was in my early 20s, see it as like I am booked. I am validated, like, validated via bookings, doing my thing. I'm on that grind. Like that is successful. I'm wanted, by the industry kind of. And then after that, I started to understand what I really do and don't like in life. And so now I actually think it is what Leslie Odom Jr. said, which is tending to your spirit and making sure you're peaceful within. And I think I've been doing that really well. Like, even though it wasn't busy, it actually was, because it's not like I still did a lot of creative things, even if I wasn't technically booked on a job from an agent or whatever. I still did a lot of creative things. I was grinding on acting this entire year, making sure I'm in class every single week for the entire year and studying the craft of that. So I think my definition of success right now would be tending to my spirit, what Leslie Odom Jr. said. And because I think your inner world is really what's the most important. Because you could have everything on the outside. But again, what does that even mean? Because everyone has different versions of success. Someone could see like Taylor Swift and be like, she's so successful, but some other person is like, she is trapped as that famous person, never gets to have a life. It's like, you can't focus on the world around you. So I think focusing on the inner world is really important and how I'm feeling internally.
Yeah.
That was bars, low key.
Those bars.
Clip that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, success is pretty much just in your head, in your own perspective.
Literally.
Like if you woke up with $1 million in your bank account, you'll be like, I'm successful. But if Oprah woke up with $1 million in her bank account, it's
just another day.
No, it's you know what? She'll lose her mind. You know what I mean? So it's different.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that for me personally, I think that if you are an artist and you're making a living, that is success to me. Because I used to define success as, if you're rich, that's success. But the more I got older, I'm like, you know what? If you are creating in this society, if you are creating and you are making money doing that is success. You know what I mean? Because being able to create, I think I always consider, creating a victory against the chaos. Right? Even though there's so much chaos in the world, if you find the time to create something beautiful, that is successful.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I agree.
So that's kind of how I see it. I used to be like, if you're rich, that's successful. But now I'm like, you know what?
And I've never thought that. And I don't know why.
I mean, not when I was very young.
I mean, it's in the American society for sure.
That's true.
But I've never thought that, which is so interesting.
You never felt like rich people aren't successful, or like
ever
saw a rich person on TV or in real life and said, I want to be that is success. I want that.
Never in my life. Isn't that interesting? I've never thought that, but I am naturally bougie.
Yeah, you're bougie. With your fur coat.
I'm naturally enjoy the luxury things for sure. But I think it's because of who I was surrounded by. I had a lot of privileged people growing up. They were my friends, but I didn't realize that, I wasn't the rich people that I'm surrounded by. So maybe that's why, I was surrounded by people that were like, their parents are like, who cares what the price is?
Yeah. Is it something internally that you struggle with that your art has kind of helped you overcome?
Internally?
Yeah.
I mean, everything really. My self-image, your art helps you love yourself more, I think. Like yesterday I was dealing with something with my landlord and I hate them. Shout out Centennial Properties, Steve Croman. If you see this, you're gonna go to jail. He's already been to jail. but I danced it out. So it literally helps me release. Like, and imagine there's so many people walking around every single day and they don't know how to release that. That's why we have so many dang mad men out here destroying, shooting up people because they have nowhere to put the anger. That's what my thing is.
Agree.
Like, there's like, we need more art. We need like, make some art. Like, it really is. It helps you with every single thing. Like, I danced it out yesterday in class, and it made me so much more relaxed. Really.
If someone made a movie about your life, what would the title be?
If someone made a movie, Unhinged. Yeah, I would say Unhinged, Hinged, or something.
Unhinged.
I think unhinged, because I think everyone in life is unhinged. Who's hinged as a human being?
I think.
Who the heck is hinged?
I don't know. I'm pretty hinged. Or
we all have craziness in us. Like,
at least I may be unhinged.
But the thing you wrote is not hinged, so that means you have that in you.
Mentally, yeah, but I may be unhinged, like mentally, but I find a way to.
My life, like, my head is screwed on right, but like,
I feel like I'm a high functioning unhinged person.
Me too, literally. Because I also, like, everything I do is good intentions, but also that doesn't equal impact. I just, maybe unhinged. I can't think of anything better right now.
Yeah, you have a secret talent?
No, because I they're all out there. So I have nothing that's a secret, but I do have a gift that's special, which I think is connecting with people and being a very large extrovert. And I am very good at seeing people, making the other people feel seen, and connecting with people. I'm very good at that. Like, I meet a stranger every day of my life and have a conversation with a stranger every day of my life since I was 2.
You're such a people person.
I literally love people, but I also discovered that I didn't realize, I don't know why, like, probably 10 years ago, that an extrovert means you get energy from people. Introvert means you get energy from being away from people and charging yourself. So I genuinely feel like myself when I'm surrounded by people. Like, it literally, like, if I'm depressed or something weird and I'm just like, oh, I don't feel aligned, my mom will say, well, have you gone out with your friends? Have you seen people? And like, it's usually when I've had isolation days of like 3 days or more is when I don't feel like myself. So it genuinely is how I recharge, which is very interesting.
Yeah. I'm an introvert because pretty much as a writer, I've become more analytical. So I may walk into a room, I may not say anything, but like I would pay attention to every single thing and then like, write about it. Like, so if I walk into a room and I see a certain person and I notice like the clothes they're wearing, I may not say anything to them, but I internalize every single thing that I saw and then I write about it.
Yeah. And introverts are very needed for society. And there's a lot more introverts, I think, than extroverts.
Yeah.
I think, or that's just a lot of people that I know. Michael Jackson was an introvert, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah. You didn't know that? No. He literally was the shyest person ever. Michael Jackson. Yeah. So it's really cool. A lot of entertainers are, actually. It's very interesting.
Have you been following politics? I mean, we have a new mayor. Are you team Mamdani or
Mamdani?
Mamdani?
Yeah. Just because he's if he is doing what he says he's going to do, I keep people accountable to what they say they're going to do. Yeah, just because he wants to make New York affordable and he just wants to. He also is a New Yorker and he understands what it's like to be within. And I loved what he said. He said, he had an interview with a little kid. It was so cute. And he said, what is your job? And he said, or who do you work for? He said, I work for you. Like, that's what politicians are supposed to do. Like, they work for us. They're supposed to listen to what we want, what we need, and be active about that, just so everyone can just live a good life. It's very hard in New York, you know? So I really enjoy, obviously, yeah. I'd rather not have a sexual assaulter as a politician, which Andrew Cuomo is.
Yeah.
You know?
Me personally, I wasn't a big fan per se, but because there's so many extremes that's coming out about, oh, this guy is gonna do this and that.
Yeah, but you have to listen to the facts. There's things that are said, but you have to look and research what is he actually doing. That's why I don't take what I see on headlines on either side. You have to go and look at their website, look at the policy, look at congress.gov, look at the Library of Congress, look at the Senate, like what is actually being put on the table and things that are actually passed. Yeah. So there's whoa. But also in our country, obviously there's extremes, but we're very, very like, what people think is extreme in one country is not very extreme in one country, depending on, you know? So, because what he's doing is really just like not extreme at all. He's like, oh, I just want every New Yorker to experience not a housing crisis and be able to live in their apartment. Didn't know that was extreme. Like, you know, I'm just like, how is that extreme if I just want to live healthily and not have my rent go up just because there's a rich person that lives there? And I lived with someone that they are part of the problem, like part of the gentrification.
For me, I wasn't a big fan because he's a socialist. I don't believe in socialism pretty much, but at the end of the day, he's a mayor, so I'm rooting for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like if you get on the plane, you got to root for the pilot, whether you like him or not.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So,
well, he's a democratic socialist, which is different than socialism. And you have to look at his policy. He's not doing everything that socialists do, you know? And also, most people are socialists and they don't really know it. You just have to create a different system, I think. And he's a very good person to make sure we don't go look like we're learning from different countries. Maybe that's not what you should do. But I think most people are socialists. We just want everyone to live a good life.
Yeah. All right. So, thinking about the things you've been through in your life, is there a regret that you have?
Yeah, I have a regret. I have one regret, but it has nothing with being an artist. Mm-hmm. I remember my Aunt Diane was in the hospital and she was going to pass away like the week later. And I remember she like said bye in the room. And it's just hard for me to see someone that's literally about to die. Like, it's just so hard for me to see them up close. I've only experienced like 3 times where that person is like, they're on their deathbed. But basically I left and then my mom went back into the room because she left something. And I wish I went back and gave her a hug. Mm-hmm. So that's probably my only regret in life that I can think of. But everything else, I don't. If anything, I do the most and things that I'm like, oh shoot, maybe I should. Like I'm not really, I do the things when I want to do them so I can live a regret-free life. I say the things that I want to say. Yeah, but that's probably my only thing is not hugging Aunt Diane before she passed. She passed the next week. Sorry. And I didn't give her a hug. Yeah, it was like 15 years ago or something.
All right. So we are about to wrap up 2025.
Oh,
yes. Is there anything that you've learned or lesson that you've learned this year that you will take into 2026?
Yes. That we cannot change people. So accept people for who they are, even if you can't see their side fully, especially like when it comes to politics or something, because I have, the world is crazy.
Yeah.
And obviously lead with love and how you want to leave the world better than you found it, even though it seems like we're going backwards as a society, in my personal opinion. So how can you lead with the light and the love that you want to be in the world? And that's what I want to do with my art, with how I talk to people, with how I treat people. And I kind of try to do that every single day.
So as we wrap up this podcast, is there anything that you want to address or anything you want to say as we close? To the audience?
Leave a good mark on the world, you guys, with your art. Yeah, that's it. And be yourself. Love hard. Leave no regrets.
Love hard. Leave no regrets. Thank you so much, Charlotte. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I wish you so much luck in your journey.
Thank you. And I'll see you, right?
Yeah, let's do it, man. We're going to be collabing next year.
Yes.
On an awesome project. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Be sure to like and subscribe. Keep this channel alive. So thank you so much. Hey, let's do it.
Oh. Cute.